Have you ever wondered how forest fires burn for so long? Do you know that the birds living in the forest are behind the forest fire? You'd better believe the birds work to fuel the sisterly fire. It is a little surprising to hear that they are used to fuel the forest fire or sometimes to start the fire. But the truth is, and it has been proved many times, that some birds living in the forest set fire to their houses. Now you must be thinking that birds don't know how to light a fire, so how can they do such a great job? We will tell you and also tell you how cruel the birds that we think are beautiful and simple, endanger the lives of other forest animals just for their own sake. Before lighting the fire, before proceeding to the video, subscribe to our channel. And keep watching this video. This was in 1980, when firefighters arrived at Kakadu National Park to put out the fire. Here they saw something that surprised them. They saw that a bird picked up a log of firewood and gave fruit to a place where there was no fire, and because of that log of firewood the place caught fire. At first the firefighter thought it must have been a mistake. The bird was taking the wood for its nest, and when the bird realized it dropped the piece of wood. But after a while, another bird does this. Then the firefighter realizes that the bird is doing it knowingly. Are birds intelligent, or are birds so unintelligent that they do not know the harm of fire? White kite, black kite, brown falcon are the birds that work to ignite or spread fire in the forest. Now you will wonder where the birds bring the fire from, because they cannot light the earth, nor can they set fire with stones. Then the answer is electricity. When lightning strikes the furnace catches fire. After that, the three birds wait for the wood pieces to die down before they can pick up the pieces and throw them elsewhere. Then they sit quietly and watch the whole scene. Now here the question arises that the forest is said to be the habitat of millions of animals and birds. Why do the birds set fire? Birds enjoy seeing the burning form and painful scene of those animals in the forest. Why do the birds add fuel to the fire in the forest? Hearing this answer will raise your eyes. Birds sit on the alert when a forest fire spreads. They pay particular attention to where animals are coming out of the forest fire, and hunt them down and eat their flesh with glee. It aims very hard to find its prey. Along with this they also keep an eye on which side will get more fire or which side will get good prey. He watches over the animals so that they do not burn or catch fire. Now understand that birds set fire to forest for their food. In fact, many animals hide in the thick forest and do not come out, due to which the birds starve. Birds described a shortcut to satisfy their hunger. When there is a fire they have a great opportunity to fill their bellies, which they take advantage of. Many times firewood is picked up and thrown in the forest, which catches fire. Scientists may have known the arson incident for quite some time. But the Aborigines of Australia have known about this since 40,000 years ago. Again, you will be surprised to know about a subject that scientists are working so hard for, which uneducated people knew about 40,000 years ago. This means that these birds have been fueling the forest fire like this for thousands of years. From one point of view it is wrong, but these birds do this to fill their stomachs. If seen from this point of view, it is also right, and the most important thing is that one cannot oppose birds for filling their stomachs by destroying, because somewhere humans also do the same. We are ending deforestation for our own sake. Birds may have learned this from humans without thinking about what will happen to the animals living in the forest after the end of the forest. As animals have learned a lot from humans, the day is not far when animals too will be seen behaving like humans, where animals can understand that they are active on social media. Forget it, it was funny. Now let's get back to the original topic. Now let's meet marabou storks. While white kite, black kite, brown falcon light the forest fire, while marabou storks visit the fire site to hunt insects and other animals. These birds love to feed on insects, and what better food to eat than a fire pit? This bird follows the fire to a place where there is enough food to fill its stomach. Not only birds benefit from fires, but coati, bears also benefit. These two animals also eat animals that escape from the fire. Here it is also important to know that all animals do not run away from fire and try to save their lives. Many animals have different ways of saving their lives. Amphibian, they hide themselves inside the soil. Moose went into the water and waited for the fire to die out. But kangaroo's swag is different. The kangaroo runs to the spot where the fire is and starts dancing to take over the place. Kangaroo probably knows that a place that has had a fire will not have a fire again. So when they get a chance, they occupy that place. Let's talk about chimpanzees. Chimpanzees think like humans, so they know how to escape from fire. Chimpanzee survives fire in a way other forest animals cannot. The gopher tortoise is the most unique of the tortoise species, as it digs a burrow that can simultaneously shelter about 360 species of animals. That is why you save your life and the lives of other animals by digging such a big hole in this day of danger. From snakes to rats can take shelter in burrows. Now who knows that these animals are trying so hard to escape from the fire that the fire has joined them. Speaking of the forest, we tell you that these birds are also behind setting fire to the powerhouse many times. The powerhouses we see now are quite noisy, but earlier powerhouses were not. You must have seen many birds sitting on electric wires. When the birds get off the wires, sometimes their wings get caught in the wire, and this creates sparks and catches fire. Now I will tell you an old story, when birds were used to occupy a city. In ancient times, there was a princess named Olga who ruled the city of Kivas Rus. He used the bird to occupy Asgoristan. Princess Olga orders 3 pigeons and 3 sparrows from every house in her town. The townspeople gave their princess. The princess then tricked all the pigeons and sparrows by tying their feet and setting them on fire and releasing them towards Asgoristan. The city caught fire and the people who lived there had to leave overnight, and Princess Olga took over the entire city. We all know how fire destroys, but in the wild it works like restart. When there is a forest fire, after a while new life is born. Although this effort will certainly take some time, changes are also being seen, and slowly the animals living in the forest have also learned to recover from this problem. Also there are animals that have learned to hunt by using the wild moments of the jungle to their advantage, so how about the video? Let us know by commenting. If you like the video, please subscribe and like. Until then everyone will be healthy and take care of the body. Thank you.